Hello and welcome to today's Facecast. Some things in life give us strength and some things in life make us weary. Some things energize us, some things drain us. I wonder what it is for you. Some people, a certain lady I know who's not too far away at this moment. No, not you, Hannah. It's not the dog, sorry. It's another lady in the household. She's energized by parties. She likes to be in the company of people in a partying mood. I tend to find that a bit draining myself. I find quite a lot of energy comes from being isolated, being on my own. Chance to be a bit more introspective. And you may be one of those or other of those people who either love being with other people and get energized by that or get drained by them. Don't know. Sometimes we do one or the other. What is it that you draw strength from is another way of looking at it. What is it that gives you strength? Is it knowing about Jesus being your Saviour? Is it communing with him in prayer or in worship? I wonder what it is that gives you strength. Here's a little verse in the letter to the Ephesians from St. Paul. And he's been teaching them all sorts of things about who to obey. Children, obey your parents, and husbands and wives and slaves and masters, all sorts of things he's teaching them. Comes to the end of this passage and he says this very short verse. Finally, it's at the end of that passage, finally, be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. It's very simple, isn't it? Finally, at the end of this passage of teaching, be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. So faith, having faith in God, means knowing that God is sufficient for everything. Be strong in the Lord and his mighty power. He is sufficient for all our needs. Everything we might need to have or do or say comes from him. So the strength we have is in him. That is where we are to be strong, and that is where we are to put our faith in strength. Not in ourselves, not in this world around us, not in our abilities, but in what he gives us, the strength we draw from him. And it's very important that Paul says this at the end of his teaching, because otherwise, all the things he's telling them to do, it could sound as though once they get these things right, once they attend to them, that's it, they've cracked it. Once they've made sure that the relationships between husbands and wives are working properly, the relationships between children and parents are established, or how we conduct ourselves with regards to the less fortunate people in our society. Once we've attended to all those things and done all those things, we might think we're there. We as a individual and as a group of people, a society, we've sorted it out because we've done all the things we've been told to do. Well, we've been obedient and we should be doing those things. But be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power, says St. Paul. So we have to stop and consider and think about just who he is and how he equips us and enables us with his strength. How does he do that? We'll save that for another day. See you soon. Bye for now.